The Premier League begins tomorrow, and that means it's time to build my fantasy football team. I've been doing this for like 12 years now, and I love it, man. PremierLeague.com, it always has it locked down. I can't believe the new season starts tomorrow, guys. It's happening. So let's go on to fantasy football right now, guys, and build my new team. If you've never played fantasy football, it's so easy to pick up. You get points for your players doing well, like scoring goals, getting assists, keeping clean sheets, and you can beat your mates, beat whoever you want. And if you win the whole thing, you get like a massive prize. It's always good fun. As you can see though, we've got to pick your squad. We have a budget of £100 million to pick a squad of 15 players from the Premier League. So let's go into squad selection and build my new fancy team. £100 million, here we go. By the way, you guys can join my fancy league in the description down below. Go to PremierLeague.com, build a team, then paste in the code that is on your screen now as well. Last year we had 20,000 people join my fancy league, and I reckon we can beat it this year. It's completely free, as you'd expect. So yeah, let's begin though. For me, I always like choosing a cheap goalkeeper who can always be reliable, always gets you a very good amount of clean sheets, and that man for me is not Forster. It could be actually. I'm gonna go with Ben Foster. I really like him. Used him a lot last season in my team, and he got quite a few clean sheets last season. I've always gone with a cheap goalkeeper as well, just to make sure that the balance of the team is like quite decent. So I could even go for 5.0 keeper, but I'm gonna go for 4.5 million for Foster. With that being said, goalkeepers never really get injured, so for me, I've always liked the idea of having a very cheap goalkeeper who will probably not even like, I don't think he will play at all, but he's a good backup keeper just in case. BRUYNE there from Crystal Palace. Now guys, on to the defense. A really big tip, by the way, for you. If this is your first ever fantasy football year, always look at the fixtures and kind of try and take it with like 3 weeks notice. For me, you have to look at the whole picture. So for me, for example, Southampton are playing Swansea first, then Southampton are playing West Ham, then they're playing Huddersfield. So they've got really good first few fixtures, so always look out for the fixtures. And with that being said, going to choose Cedric. He's cheaper than Bertrand. He'll play in the same team, so why not go for a guy who's only £5 million? He's a very, very good player as well. I like that guy. He should get hopefully a clean sheet in at least maybe 2 of his first 3 games. Is that too much to ask for? Could be. Anyway, 86 million left, guys. Chelsea are calling. Gonna go with Azpilicueta. I mean, Chelsea are just, they got so many clean sheets last season, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue that this season. And I think they've got a good first. Yeah, they're playing Burnley first. They should probably get a clean sheet in that game. On to a player who I believe is going to have a great season. So good, he'll probably get a team in the season card, and I really do rate this guy a lot. It's going to be Kolasinac there from Arsenal. What a player this guy is. Going to add him, this beast, to my squad, and to be honest, this defense is looking really cool already. I like this team. I'm probably going to go like a 3-4-3 formation, so the defenders who will be on my bench could maybe play. Going to go with this guy, Liam Rosenier. Is it Rosenier? I think he could play for Brighton. Yeah, forgot what we played for there. And then I'm going to choose a Newcastle player, because I think some of these Newcastle players could actually maybe play. And just in case, they're a cheap bench player, why not go for a cheap bench player, guys? For me, I've always been that way. I just like getting some cheap players who could maybe play if needed. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, in fantasy football, if, say, Kolasinac is injured for a game in the last minute, but Rosenier, my bench player, does play, he will replace Kolasinac and get hopefully some points. That's why I've gone with him. Cheap player, could maybe play. So guys, midfield time, going to use De Bruyne. I really do have big expectations of him this season. I think he could be a great high-scoring midfielder this season. I'm going to go De Bruyne. I like having him in the fantasy team, and he always does get a lot of assists and goals, so it seems kind of logical for him. Moving on though, going to go to maybe a bit of a surprise. We're going to go with the Crystal Palace player who everyone is hyping up right now, and I believe them. I believe the hype too. I think he'll have a great season. I'm going to go with Zaha from Crystal Palace. Add him now, £7 million to the team. Moving on though, going to go to Chelsea. Considering Eden Hazard's out until I believe, is it 10th of September? 9th. I'm going to go with a guy who could maybe get some goals in that meantime. I'm going to go with Pedro. Had a very good season last season, obviously helped them win the league, and he'll be a good player for my team. Moving on though, going to go to a cheap player who got a lot of points last season, but again, this guy's going to be a bench player, but it's good to have him in my squad. He really is a good player. Going to go with MacArthur. 4.5 million, guys, got 93 points last season in fantasy football. He scores a lot of goals actually for a player that cheap. Moving on to the next player though, after MacArthur, is the new Liverpool signing himself, Mohamed Salah. I think he's going to have a very exciting season, and our first game is against Watford, so hopefully he'll do some damage to Watford there with my fantasy team. On to the strikers though, guys, and arguably the most important players in your squad. And by the way, I'm really liking this team. It may change before tomorrow. I always like to have a bit of a change. So comment down below, guys, if you think I should change some of my players. I probably will need your help. I 100% will. I'm going to go with Romelu Lukaku. Got West Ham in the first game. I don't know why. I've just got like a vision of Lukaku scoring maybe 2 goals, maybe even a hat-trick in that first game, being their first game of the season. And he'll definitely start for United. And yeah, going to go to the next player though, which will be Roberto Firmino. I feel like with Coutinho probably missed in the first game, and then Lallana's out, there's more scope for Firmino to score against Watford. So I'm going to go Firmino and Salah. I used to always have like 3 Liverpool players in my team, but if they had a bad game, then I'd be screwed. So for me, you can't really be biased. But with our fixtures, I feel like we could get off to a good start. Crystal Palace is our second game, and then we do have Arsenal, which we always seem to do well against in these days. So I'm going to go with Firmino and Salah from Liverpool. I've got like I've pretty much got a player from every big team actually, except Spurs so far. Yeah, maybe I should get a Spurs player in. Anyway, forward though, again, surprise here. I think this guy's gonna have a good season. A lot of Evertonians been telling me like, Matt, this guy's good, he's gonna be good, gonna have a great season, and I actually do believe that hype as well. Gonna go with Sandro from Everton. I know, right? An Everton player, an United player, but it's fantasy football, man. You've got to just You've got to get the points. For me, I think he's one of those cheap strikers that will do well. I think he'll have a good season, man. I'm going to take the risk and go with that. And actually, we've done it to perfection. We've got 0 remaining in the bank. There is my fantasy football team done. I can't help but feel like maybe I should get rid of Lukaku for Harry Kane, but at the same time, I think Lukaku will score in the first game. Pedro's a bit of a risk. Hopefully he does play. I think he will with Hazard out. Yeah, I'm going to go for this, man. Team name, just so you guys know it's me, actually. I'll just go with that. And then, obviously, Liverpool. Enter the squad. We are done. Okay, so now I need to change my team to the formation I really want to have. So I'm going to go with Salah there, Sandro for MacArthur. And there you go, guys. It is done. There is my fantasy football team. Let's save the team, and there you go, finally. So we got Foster in goal. I think we get a clean sheet hopefully against Bournemouth at home. That's a good fixture to have. Azpilicueta, very good fixture. Kolasinac, hopefully we'll get a clean sheet, maybe an assist in the first game. Cedric, again, to be honest, my defense and goalkeepers are all at home. I like that a lot. Salah is in midfield, De Bruyne in midfield, Zaha, Pedro, Sandro, Lukaku, Firmino. For my captain, who am I going to go with here? You know what, guys? Going to leave this one to you. For my captain choice, who should I pick for my captain? A lot of you may say Lukaku, but I may go with De Bruyne. I don't know why. I've got a good feeling De Bruyne's going to do something big in that game. There's 2.9 million players on this already. Holy shit. So it's time to actually join the league that we will join. Create and join new leagues. Join a league. Join the private league. And then there is the code, guys, for you to type in. 1935346-463424. I know it's a long code, right? Join, and then we are joined. As you can see, I've now joined, and then my man Kyle's there. There's a lot of guys here already in the team, in the league, sorry. So yeah, guys, already a lot of people joining. You can do the same. I reckon we can get 20,000 of us in this league. It's completely free, guys. It's great fun to do. Fantasy Premier League. PremierLeague.com is the obviously website. And there you go. My team is ready for tomorrow's first game of the Premier League season.